What's going on, guys? Hey, how are you? Repeat back, and tonight we got another broadcast of the morethan-a-cape.org Farewell to Heat 4 Pro Invitational. This is made up of eSpark, Shake and Bake, headed by the one and only Frozen Toes. Of course, eSpark headed by JRM Dohard, Pro League driver for the Junior Motorsports stable. And then, of course, NNR, headed up by the one and only Coey with his right-hand man, Stout Whiskey, right at his side. Should have about 22 cars on track again tonight. It's going to be a damn good race. I can't wait for it to kick into gear. They are done qualifying, so we're just waiting on those last-second instructions from the one and only Dohar to go ahead and get things up, get them rolling. See how we're gonna. See how we're going to do. We are around Iowa tonight. It's the second to last race in this very, very short 5-race season. Just again, morethan-a-cape.org. It's all about pediatric cancer, trying to raise a little money, raise a little awareness. If you can donate, please, by all means, go to morethan-a-cape.org and log in. It's all about a little boy that lost, unfortunately, his life to cancer. His dad, More Than a Cape, maybe you know him. He does race on Xbox pretty often, and yeah, this is our 4th race. Again, Iowa. We're back under presets. Qualifying is done. Right now, the lobby is still paused, just waiting on that ever-important invite from either Dohar or Stout or Coey or J-Mac or whoever. There's a lot of all-stars in this race. Looking forward to absolutely kicking it off, getting it done. I will have the stream of the one and only trainer up for me to help me with some laps and green flag pit stops and all that. So far, between Talladega, Watkins Glen, Michigan, and now tonight, I think we've had like maybe one caution for anything aside of stages, so not too bad. I'm hoping I've got an invitation here. Hey, what do you know I do? Hopefully it takes me to the right race because it looks like they are in and rolling. They forgot my invite. I'll have to get on them about that. But anyhow, glad to see whoever's out there. Thank you very much for coming out, checking it out, riding along. It should be a great time. And yeah, as you can see, we're loading in, just getting things set. So 3 communities headed by some very, very strong people within the Heat 4 and Heat 5 community, with 22 guys, people that don't race around each other all the time. And like I was just saying, they don't really have a whole lot of cautions on their records. It's actually been really, really clean, really fast, high. I mean, it's not only like NNR is known for preset racing. Shake and Bake and eSpark are all about their setups. It looks like we're going to go right at it with the 2-car of Stout Whiskey right to his outside, and with the 20 of a more smoke. So two NNR drivers going to be right up in that front row with the 17 of 17 is, I'm trying to remember right now. Sorry, these guys, all different numbers. 17 is going to be NNR Rowdy. There we go. So Rowdy trying real fast to get up to the front. 2-car Stout Whiskey up high, 20 of a more smoke right behind. 19 a Word Burton. I haven't really said a whole lot about him tonight, but this track is multi-groove. I'm sure people everywhere all night long. Again, welcome to the stream. I'm Repeat. Good to see you. I'm very, very excited for this race. We got one more to go in this very abbreviated season, and man, it's gonna be a good time. Let's take a look here. I'm actually kind of wondering if this isn't. I wonder if I jumped in a little early, and this is qualifying. I'm not sure. Either that or the stages are extremely short. Yep, I think this is just qualifying. Why not? Why not? They got me up and running. As you see, the 20 cut to 17, no break whatsoever, and Harden to the outside wall. 20 of a more smoke is going to push on. 19 of Word Burton. Then you got the 48 of the Aviator. So right now they're up front running some pretty strong laps. But this is all just to come across the pole. I thought they had gotten qualifying in the books already, but I'm guessing that didn't happen. So this is just a little test session for me, right? Just a little bit of a test session to get my blood pumping, get basically just get them going. Why not? What's a little extracurricular activity? No, it doesn't matter anyway, right? So keep on going through the field. Here's the one of NNR Coey. He's going to run that high line there, coming off four. You got the 95. There's two 95s in here. Last week I made a little bit of a mistake. Yep, exactly, Harvick. Extra practice. They didn't tell me that, and when I joined, I'm thinking I was getting left behind. Well, yeah, not so much. Which means I'm going to have to wait on another invite. But, hey, why not get in here, see who's fastest, see who's going to be able to run the high line, who's going to be able to run that low line, who's going to be able to run in the middle, who's going to be able to carry the momentum. Hey, why not, right? I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to back out of that. Looks like Word Burton in that practice came in first with the Aviator right behind. I'll keep an eye on Boehner's stream to kind of help me along there just a little bit. But hello again. It was great calling that eSpark race with the other part because it was really really good time. We didn't talk over each other, and it worked out pretty well. I can't complain. All right, so these guys are all going to make their way back to the lobby. They'll get some last-minute instructions between the three series leaders. Of course, Coey, um, Dohar, and then I think J Mac is kind of heading up the shake and bake guys. Frozen will not be in the field tonight. She's actually handed her keys over to Element Zero to go ahead and pilot her car around the track. So Element Zero will be in that should be in the Hooters number 9, and Foxhound should be able to stay in that Diet Dew. Um, Chase Elliott number 9. So we'll have to see. Right now on Boehner's screen, it's not saying who was the fastest. So we definitely saw the NNR guys fire off pretty quick, but in the end, it was all about Word Burton and the Aviator running pretty close to the top. I think. I think a lot of these guys are really going to be very, very fast. I mean, Tom been fast. More Smoke has been fast. Word Burton's been fast. Frozen's been fast. Stout Whiskey's been fast, but nobody has been able to remove Dohar from the points lead. So we'll have to see if he can carry that again. I mean, right now, Leafs Justin is only 17 points behind. Then you've got Word Burton at 24, Asylum's at 27, Aviator right there tied with him. And then it's only 30 points all the way back to a More Smoke and then Stout Whiskey. So it's going to be interesting to see how the points shake up tonight. I think Frozen was right around middle of the pack, but in a chat today, she said that she really wasn't racing for points, more about fun, saying thanks, trying to raise awareness to morethanAcape.org, saying farewell to Heat 4, and trust me, her stream has grown exponentially under the Heat 4 game. So. Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but if you watch the Pro League races, she's even been welcomed as a moderator for 704 games because of the kind of person she is, the popularity she has, and the way that she carries herself in these streams. I'm really hoping that these guys will send me an invite like right now because I can see the stream counting down. Let me kind of remind them. There we go. Yep, they are done. So I need that invite. Hopefully I get it. and get in here as they're loading in. Looks like, and we can kick this back off again. All right, there's the invite from Stout. Thank God for Facebook chat. Hopefully, I can get in here and get going as they get going. All right, there we go. Yeah, I don't see why not. Harvick fan. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. Absolutely. Um, I'm hoping with Heat 5 that they'll fix the tools. I actually sent a tweet to Jay Pinnell earlier today saying, "Hey, the lap counter is broke. Every race that I watched today, it said 0 of 0, and the position tracker was completely wrong. So I'm hoping they can get that fixed in another patch very, very soon. But we'll see. But all right, whoa, looks like Word Burton feels fast enough. He's going to go ahead and drive that thing in reverse. But it looks like the 11 of Rangers and a 20 of more Smoke. This time it's for real. They will be heading down into turn 1 and 2 side by side. 38 of Element Zero, so he's not going to be running that 9 car for a more smoke or for Frozen rather. He's actually going to go ahead and run his own number. Got 32 of Boehner to his outside, then the 95 of Jose 720. You got the 52 of N Car Racing, the 848 of the Aviator, 17 of Rowdy. Just basically going through, show you the roster. 95 of Skyland, the 12 of J-Pa. He's back this week. Welcome back, sir. You got the 19 of Word Burton, the 62 of Asylums, the 3 car of the one and only J-Mac, 18 of Leafs Justin. There's the 9 of Foxhound Boss taking over the paint scheme for Frozen this week. 2 car Stout Whiskey. He's right there along the outside. And yes, this is absolutely an outside line track. You can get it done here. Where's the 88 of Dohar, the 1 of NNR Coey, 24 of More Than a Cape. 8 car of Tom Flitty with the 11 of Rangers. So we're back at the top, and it looks like Rangers is absolutely starting to pull away here just a little bit, but that 20 of More Smoke is not too far off his back bumper. Again, I've got the stream of the one and only Boehner up to help me along with laps. It looks like there's about 31 laps left here in stage 1, so pretty long stage, but these guys get around this place pretty quick. I tell you, turns 1 and 2, they kind of remind me of 3 and 4 rather. They kind of remind me of a Richmond. And then off of the turn, you can kind of get back in the throttle, let it wash up towards the wall, and keep that car digging. Or you can run it kind of like a Kansas, where you can run around the high side and carry that momentum, keep it coming off the track. Many months ago, we did a charity stream for Beamish Fern. Not sure if a lot of you guys out there know him, but Beamish Fern was trying to raise money for a wheelchair van. Right at the point, they had just a regular minivan, and he was getting buckled in, and for his feet, they just had a couple of milk crates tied together, and that's how the man was riding around. And through that stream and a GoFundMe and all that, actually we raised about $2,000, and the young man was able to get his mom's minivan modded, and got what he needed. So hopefully we can do some of the same for morethan-a-cape.org and raise some more awareness. And nobody likes to hear of a kid passing from cancer, especially like 3 or 4 years old. That is just way too young. Rock NASCAR, thank you very much for coming out, hanging out. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Man, I appreciate those bits, sir. I appreciate those bits. All right, I'm going to kind of work my way through the field here again. Here's the 20 of More Smoke. A little bit of a challenge again by the 38 of Element Zero. Element's got the low line, should have the preferred line, but again, that high line works as well. So we'll have to see if More Smoke actually keeps that middle line going, gets out of the gas, just burps it a little bit. All depends on the setup. Again, these guys are running presets tonight. No extra anything. All they've got is what the game offers them, waiting for that first pit stop, I'd say in about 28 laps, give or take. and that's when they'll be able to do anything they need with the air pressures, with the tape, the wedge, whatever. I did hear through team comms that these guys are running many different presets. I heard some as high as 7. Some were starting off a little bit more snug, so they didn't have to worry about the car getting too free as the race went on. So I'll have to see. But look at this hornet's nest back here in the pack, led around by the one and only 19 of Word Burton, the 8 of Tom Tom in the middle there. There's the 18 of J-Mac, the 2 of Stout Whiskey, and one of those 95s right to his outside. These guys are side by side by side by side, about 3 rows deep. Phenomenal racing. And again, these are 3 different communities getting together and putting on a show. These guys don't race around each other all the time. This is the 4th Monday in a row where they've got together, put on a great show, and most of it has been completely green flag racing. Has there been a few instances where there probably should have been a caution? Yeah, but the way the game is set up and they're not running strict cautions, it seems like if you're on the track, blocking the track, and you spin around, then the game will bring out the caution. If not, then it's just not meant to be. Duke fans looking to find Boehner, so yeah, we can go ahead and find Boehner. I believe he's running. He wasn't up top, but we could definitely pick up on him here right quick. There's Boehner in that 32. All right, so Boehner is up here. Let's see, if he's looking forward, that's the main pack ahead of him. Boehner has been having some wheel issues as of late. I mean, he's having to crank his wheel all the way to the left just to make it go halfway around a turn, and it's been slowing him up. So I'm really hoping that Boehner can oh, sorry about it. You're looking for Foxhound. 10-4. Sorry about that, man. Foxhound's running one of the 95. I'm sorry, one of the 9 cars. We'll go ahead and find him right now. Sorry, I thought you said Boehner. There he is. So here's Banner. Yeah, Foxhound. Now you got me all confused. Thanks a lot, Duke fan. No, he's right here behind the 3 of J-Mac and the 48 of the Aviator. Kind of running that low line, keeping the 3 in very close proximity. Behind him, I see the 19, the 95, and a few others. So I want to say he's probably right around mid-pack. But yeah, Foxhound doing a pretty good job. He's done a pretty good job ever since we kicked this off 4 weeks ago. Nah, man, you're welcome. Thanks for coming out, hanging out. Always like to chat it up with anybody that's out there. That's one thing that you'll find on any of my streams, whether it's during this Pro Invitational or it's whether if it's on my Sunday stream with the NNR Truck Series, the Xfinity Series on Tuesday night, or the Cup guys on Thursday. Which, speaking of that, guys, please, anybody that's out here, don't forget Thursday night, 9 o'clock, right here. I'm gonna have $80 up for grabs if you can correctly choose which what the top 3 finishers will be. I'm going to give you a hint. In the spring race at Martinsville, the 48 of Aviator almost lapped the entire field. So there's a hint. That I have no doubt in my mind the 48 of the Aviator will be one of the cars. But with stages, anything could happen. We'll have to see how it plays out. Here's Dohar with the 1 of Coe, pretty close in tow. I know both of these guys run the same exact Fanatec equipment, so running pretty close, pretty similar lines as well. It's 24 or more than a Cape. The 8 car of Tom Tom, going to keep on working here through the field. Looks like right now Rangers in this 11 has pretty close tabs on that 38. Although he looks like he's going to take it down pit road, so I'm going to guess he's probably cutting the stage right in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and check back in on Boehner's stream, and it looks like they've got about 13 laps remaining. So yeah, pretty much a little, actually cutting it a little less than halfway. Or I'm sorry, a little bit more than halfway. But here is that 20 of them more smoke. Looks like he's got some traffic up ahead of him. Element Zero filling in for the one and only Frozen Toes right now, going on down pit road. 95, a Jose 720. Well, actually, Jose 95 now. That's right. I guess he had to change his numbers since he got drafted by Levine Family Racing. NCAR Racing with the 48, and I believe that's the 2. He's also going to go ahead and pull it down pit road right now. I think these guys right here with about 11 laps remaining, they have not taken it on down pit road. I imagine that they will be here very, very soon. I can see that one guy up there and the 48 right now. It's kind of letting everybody know or signaling that they're going to be taking their cars down pit road. There goes the 3 car J-Mac 48 of the Aviator, also now on pit road. Here's the 17 of NNR Rowdy. He's got Leafs Justin, and I believe that's going to be Skyland in the not too far distance. There's the 95 of Skyland. Nope. So the 95 that we were just watching was actually of Jose Skyland. Looks like he's just a little bit further back. 12 cars of J-Pa. If there's any J-Pa Army fans out there, 32 of Boehner right in front of him. Doesn't look like Stout's got any immediate threat, although I do see the 19 of Word Burton back there. Another car pulling on pit road. 9 of Element, 62 of Asylums. Pulling back out on the track, using the apron to navigate all the way around into pit road, while some others didn't quite do that. They just flew right into pit road, so I'm guessing there might be a little bit of confusion as to what the pit road process actually is, but they'll have to sort that out at a later time. Looks like Leafs Justin going to go ahead and pull it back out on track. Nobody in his rear view. A couple cars up ahead, but no traffic to really deal with. We'll watch the exit for Foxhound Boss as he's going to come off pit road right behind the 24 of Cape. A little bit of a challenge here by the 95 as well. Hopefully they'll let him go. Yep, he did. So this was their first chance at getting down pit road and really making any adjustments or changes that they needed to the car. So now they've got an idea of what they might need for tire pressures, tape, wedge, and so on. So we'll have to see. But right now, this guy right here, this 88 of Dohar so far is actually your leader. I'm gonna guess that Dohar has not yet pitted. So Dohar is a gas-saving beast. For all of you that know him from the eSpark community as well as the Pro League, the man is phenomenal at saving gas. You know, I talked a little bit ago about how turns 3 and 4 kind of remind me of Richmond. How you come off the corner, you're able to sweep up here, kind of like the front stretch at Richmond, if you want to call it that, kind of the D part of the track. And I tell you, this guy's he's doing all right. Right now, the 3 car of Boehner is actually in third. So if we look back from Dohar, you see the 18 of Leafs Justin back there quite a ways. Not so far away from that 18 is actually the 32 of Boehner. Boehner has pit though. We're going to keep on going through. I'll grab a lap count again next time by. In fact, do that right now. There's exactly 2 laps remaining. So I'm actually going to go back to Dohar here. Because if Dohar has not yet pit, and man, he is absolutely jamming that thing into neutral going into the corners. I'll actually pull his stream to show you what he's doing. You saw the needle jump pretty good right there. I know you guys don't have any audio, just me. But with 1 lap remaining, watch how he's just going to throw it all the way down. Nope, right there. He just let out his gas. I guess once he saw that light come up, he realized that he was going to have enough, and that's all it took. So congratulations. Oops, don't need that. Congratulations to the one and only Dohar. He took max points in stage one. Now he'll get to go in and pit and do what he's got to do. So first was Dohar, second was the 95 of Skyline, third was Boehner, fourth was Element Zero filling in for Frozen Toes, and in P5 was the one and only Amore Smoke. So that's your top five. Behind Amore Smoke was Rangers, Stout Whiskey, NNR Rowdy, Leafs Justin, and then the Aviator. So pretty good going there. Behind the Aviator was Asylums, J-Mac, Word Burton, NCAR Racing, TomTom, Foxhound, J-Paw, NNR Coey, and that's about all that I had time for right there. Boehner, if you go back and watch this, thank you very much for flipping through your men. Absolutely appreciate it. But we'll see if Dohar is going to be able to keep this track position that he pretty much just stole just simply by not pitting. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, so we got the 88 of Dohar. So, yeah, he is going to be able to keep that track position. 95 of Skyland, 38 of Element, and the 20 of Amore Smoke. That's going to be your top five. And then it looks like the 11 is going to be in P5. And behind first and second, they are 3 wide right now. 3 wide for second place. It looks like Dohar is going to be able to hold off the 38. 20 of Amore Smoke, 95 of Skyland to the outside. Again, new tires, got to try to grab as much position as you possibly can, because as these tires wear, they absolutely get spread out more and more. As Boehner comes by the line that time, it looks like this stage will be approximately 30 laps. Fry Dog, what's happening, buddy? Just another Monday night brawl here between eSpark, Shake and Bake, and NNR. Looks like we've got our first racing caution out here. So we'll have to, not quite sure what happened. It happened far behind these leaders. I'm going to guess that NCAR Racing was part of it, but can't be 100% sure. So yeah, we're gonna rack and stack them back up here under the Iowa lights, and the one and only Dohar had the lead right there. Have to see if he's going to be able to retain that, get back to the point. He had the 38 of Element, the 20 of Amore Smoke, and I want to say the 11 was right there with him as well. Yep, caution was absolutely out, sir. All right, so let's work our way back up again. Now we got the 2-car of the none other than Stout Whiskey up front, Element in P2, 20 of Amore Smoke in P3. You got the 88 of Dohar, and now I think that's going to be Oscar Meyer machine, if I'm not. No, I'm sorry, it's not the Oscar Meyer machine. It's actually going to be the 17 of NNR Rowdy. That's going to round out your top 5 right there. But here we go again. Those guys with those shifters on the restarts. It makes for some amazing action as these guys get going. And we got another caution. Let's see if we can't find out what's going on here in the back. Looks like Word Burton was unfortunately the recipient of that. And actually, that is the 8 of TomTom back there, I believe. Let's see. Nope, I could be wrong. No, it's actually going to be the 3 of J-Mac, and that hood on this 3 car is completely destroyed. So very, very unfortunate for J-Mac. He'll have to definitely make his way down pit road, fix up all this this damage. He's already in the back, so he won't have to worry about losing too much time. But hopefully he can definitely get this fixed. So let's kind of take this restart now from Rangers' point of view. 2-car Stout Whiskey, 38 of Element, 20 of Amore Smoke, 17 of NNR Rowdy, and now Rangers. He's gonna take that P5 spot and take us back green. This time we got the whole field in view going through turn 1 and 2. With those couple pretty quick cautions, only 22 laps remaining. Last lap count we had was about 30 or 31. So 2 cautions, 8 laps. It's not too bad. but we're still just in stage 2. 20 of more smoke, showing a little bit of promise, a little bit of speed coming off the corner, able to pull up and out and in front of that 11. 17 of Rowdy's going to try to do the same thing, but he's got the 18 of Leafs just to his inside, looking back now from the 20 of more smoke. Kind of keep on working our way through. There's the 32 of Boehner. That was that other orange machine that we saw. So where the 88 of Dohar actually restarted this stage from the lead with the cautions we've had, he's actually been relegated back just a little bit. Not sure if it was a high line thing or what happened right there. Track avoidance 101 right there for both the 88 and the 32 not to get together. These guys have had a little bit of bad blood here as of late. Hopefully they can make it through these turns here pretty clean. 32 following the 18 of Leafs, 88 of Dohar up top. Still racing side by side. Another lap in the books. There's so many lines at this track. So many different grooves. You can run it. You can run the bottom. You can run the middle. You can run the high line. It really all depends on how comfortable you are with a loose car. If you're comfortable with a loose car and you feel you can drive it up off the corner, then you can go a little bit higher on the preset, a little bit higher on the wedge. But if you're not, then you've got to keep it in the back. It looks like we've got yet another caution. Now this is kind of abnormal for what's been happening over the last 4 weeks. But definitely another issue right here. We can get it back going. See if I can't work my way through the field a little bit. See if I can't find out what that was for. See the one of Coe in the back, but I don't see any damage to this one Comsure machine. Looks like behind him, I don't see anybody. Not quite sure what that was all about. It definitely was the end of the stage. So yeah, we'll have to. I think this time by, instead of going up with the leaders, we'll stay in the back of the pack. Well, let's try that. There we go. How about all the way into closer to the back with this 52 of NCAR Racing? Can't get any further in the back than this. See what he's seeing. See what he's having to drive through, and see how he's going to be able to try to work his way back up. Good avoidance by him. Not really jamming it into the car in front. Looks like the 24 of More Than a Cape is awful loose on the restart. Have to see if he's gonna be able to tighten that thing up, or if maybe accidentally he went with the wrong preset and anything that he did in testing is now failing him. But kind of very, very unfortunate for that 52 More Than a Cape. So I guess we'll move one spot up, check in with the 48 of the Aviator. Aviator normally runs under the NNR banner on Thursday nights. Tonight he's actually running with Team eSpark. So a little bit further back, right behind the one of Coe and the 3 car of J-Mac. Big move here by the Fate. He's going to quickly dive to the inside, try to get past that 3, trying to get past that 1, all at the same time. It looks like he's able to dive to the inside of the 3. He should have the preferred line, but the 3 looks like he had an amazing launch off the 3 and 4, now diving into 1 and 2. Coe right there into his outside. Coe's a little bit of a drag race here. Try to maybe outbrake this one going into the corner. Coe dove it in just a little bit deeper, and it looks like the 88 on that outside continues to fall further and further. Not sure if he's trying to save some gas. I would think that with that last caution, everybody here should be able to make it all the way. I don't think they'd actually have to save some gas. Back up front here with the 17 of Rowdy and the 12 of J-Paw to his outside. J-Paw right now running in the top 5. Looks like the 38 of Elements, 20 of More Smoke right now are P1, P2. Behind them, it's a who can get to the line first. Let's actually see the 95 cars of both Jose 95 and Skyline running nose to tail, and I definitely owe Skyline an apology. Last week I called that it was him having some issues with Frozen Toes getting into turn one twice. But it was actually Jose Frozen and Jose having just a bout of differences, and Jose definitely showed his displeasure and ran Frozen clear into turn one twice on stream. So those two definitely had some words both in chat and in party later on. So we're gonna keep on working through. Gonna try to find a car here in the middle of the pack, and we'll do a little crank it up session. Let you guys go ahead and turn on your surround sound, turn up the subwoofers, and do whatever you got to do to really hear the engines. And I'll tell you what, that's one thing I am glad about on Heat 5 is they did not change the audio that they had. It's still, I think these cars sound really, really good. A little bit of contact there between the 95, some great avoidance there by the 19 of Word Burton. Saw the 95 go up and get to the wall. Word turned left and was able to avoid hitting that 19 as he was stuck up high. But you know what? No, let's just go ahead and stick right here on this 62 of Asylums. He's got some great traffic ahead. Go ahead and crank it up, guys. All right, a couple laps around with the one and only Asylums. Thank you very much. All right, let's kind of work our way back up to the front. See if we can't find who the leader is right now. It's actually showing to be the 38 of Element Zero. Let's go ahead and find him right quick. They've got only about a lap or two to go. So here is that 38 with the 20 of more smoke. Pretty close in tow. I think this time by is the white flag. I'll verify right now off the stream of Boehner. And yeah, so this is for the green and white checker in stage 2. You got the 38, you got the 20, and you got the 12 of J-Pa, and that's going to shut down stage 2. Now, unfortunately, Element's not running for points, and any points he gets tonight don't work towards Frozen Toes' total. So, he's just doing all he can to go ahead and try to grab a win. So, Element, then it was, as soon as he scrolls back up, I can tell you for sure. But we definitely know that it was Element Zero and then more smoke. A little bit further in the back was Word Burton, Jose, J-Mac, Aviator, Skyland, Leafs Justin in 9th, J-Pa in 8th, Tom in 7th. In 3rd was Rowdy, Rangers in the 11, bringing it home P4, and then Boehner in P5. So had to kind of move my way around around a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. Going to go ahead and restart again. 38 is going to be able to hold his position. 20 of more smoke P2. 7 Rowdy P3. Rangers in P4. 32 of Boehner P5. Stout Whiskey in P6. 12 of J-Pa. 18 of Leafs Justin. That's all the way back through 8th place. I definitely want to thank y'all all for coming out, hanging out. Got 68 laps remaining here in stage 3 in the race. Have to see how we can get it done as they're 3 wide up front for the lead. Good move by Rangers there to kind of back off just a little bit and let these guys sort it out. 38 of Element thought about trying to dive into the bottom line, and instead he made a little bit of contact with the 17. Just a little bit though, not too bad. 17 didn't fare too bad. right now. The 20 of Amore Smoke is up at the point behind them. It's side by side as far back as we can go. Here is that 95 of Jose with the 19 of Word Burton to his outside, as well as the other 95. That's going to be the 95 of Skyland. Then you got the 62 back here of Asylums and just a few others. Again, about 22, 23 cars on track. We've only got one more race to go. I believe next week's race is at Auto Club, if I'm not mistaken. I can actually go ahead and check right now for you. Let's see. Having to go work my way back in chat just a little bit so I can tell you exactly where we're going to be next Monday night, 9 o'clock, right back here, though. Same bat time, same bat channel for anybody out there that's old enough to remember the old Batman show, back when it was a weekly TV show. It's got to be coming up pretty close here. I'll keep going through the field here, though. A little bit more audio from the game, never hurt anybody. Let's see. Guys, still running under green. I tell you, even though we had a couple back-to-back cautions, these guys are still getting after it, doing everything that they've got to do. I apologize. I'm still trying to find where they will be next week. Nope, actually, I'm thinking. Yeah, it looks like next week we'll be back with custom setups, and it'll be at Homestead. So next Monday night is actually the last race for this Fairwell to Heat 4. In fact, I think that the race will be on Heat 5. So we'll get a chance to test out the lap counter and running order and all that. I tell you what, though, if the running order is wrong, I'm just going to erase it. I'll use somebody's POV and call the race that way because there's no sense in working off of wrong information. I'll just keep what More Than a Cape has on their morethancape.org website, and it stands true. We don't know how strong we are until being strong is the only choice we have. And that's it's 100% right. If you go to morethancape.org, there's actually a lot of information out there about everything related to TJ, More Than a Cape, and the whole pediatric cancer research that they're doing and everything else. So, guys, if you can, please go to morethancape.org and donate. Every little bit helps. Nobody likes to see hard wreck right there. Back with the 17, I think a couple other people. Looks like the 3 of J-Mac got collected as well. And yeah, that is absolutely going to go ahead and bring out the caution. I'll go ahead and grab us a lap count as that happens. Looks like they've got 55 laps remaining, and after pitting and filling up on gas, they can only go 27. So that could help a few people. All you got to do is, if you can make this in one stop, if you can save one simple lap of gas, and of course, we know that Boehner can do that. We know that Dohar can do that, and there's plenty of others out there that run with the shifter and run with different kinds of equipment. They know that they can make it all the way to the end as well off of just one more stop. That was a kind of a bad wreck there for that three, but the three and the 17, I should say. But up front, looks like the 20 of More Smoke is going to be able to retain the lead. 38 of Element Zero, the 11 of Rangers, 32 of Boehner, and then the 2 car of Stout Whiskey. That's going to be your top 5. Looks like the 12 of J-Pa is going to get shuffled out there by the 18 of Leafs Justin. Leafs kind of got under him just a little bit. Pretty good battle right now for the lead. 38 up high, 20 of them More Smoke down low. Rangers right behind the 20. He might be thinking about trying to take this 3 wide. We'll have to see. But your top 5 kind of sorted it out amongst themselves. But behind them, as HD Motorsports always to say, it's like a hornet's nest back there. So absolutely. From the 20, looking back, we see this whole 22 or 23 car packed field. 38 of Element Zero with a deep dive to the inside. Used the move that Amore Smoke used to come up and block. And it looks like Amore's going to have that high line momentum, able to take it going down into turns 3 and 4. Have to see if he can get back in the gas, keep the 38 at bay. Yes, he is coming across the line. If this was last lap, that drag race right there would have been too close to call. Great racing by these guys. Here you see the 32 of Boehner giving the 20 a push, and the 11 of Rangers giving that 38 a shove. But again, these guys are on all brand new tires. Nobody's just gonna want to pull over and let the next guy go. They know if they can get to the lead, they can control the race, and that is the point. Again, another, looks like 38 might have got a little loose, and that's going to allow the 20 of More Smoke take the overall lead. 38 of Element Zero is going to be able to dive underneath. A little bit of contact there, and it looks like we are back under caution yet again. Something deeper in the pack. This time, it looks like More Than a Cape is actually kind of all banged up. Very, very unfortunate for the guy. Definitely make his way down pit road, fix this up. He's got about 30 seconds to go ahead and get in, do what he's got to do, let the game take care of his body work, and work his way back out again. Back up front with the guy that was your leader. Again, it's a 20 of More Smoke, 38 of Element, 48 of the Aviator kind of creeping into the picture, 32 of Boehner, and I think that was Stout Whiskey right there as well. All right, so now it's going to be the 20 of More Smoke is going to be in P3. He's actually got the 18 of Leafs, the 95, the 20 of More Smoke, 32 of Boehner to his outside, 2 cars Stout Whiskey behind the 48, and back under green. Heard some contact there from somewhere. Not quite sure exactly what it was. Looks like Cape was again a little loose. He's the guy running tail end Charlie right now, just basically trying to hold on. Got under the 52 of NCAR right there and pushed NCAR up the track. Very, very unfortunate. 52 should be able to get back down, get back into his groove, and try to catch back up to the middle of his pack, or maybe a little bit more. 32 of Boehner pulling down in front of the 38 of Element, 48 of the Aviator to his outside, 95 of Skyland is right now in P3, 32 now behind him. So Skyland able to make up a position. .48 giving that 95 a big old shove all the way into the corner. 32 of Boehner right behind him. Here comes the 12 of J-Pa, 19 of Word Burton, and a few new players starting to work their way up to the front, but still all being led by the 20 of More Smoke. But new guy in second place is that of the 18 of Leafs Justin. New guy in third place, 48 of the Aviators, starting to show a little bit of muscle. 32 of Boehner right behind him. Skyland, and then I think that might be Joe Harden, not 100% sure. Nope, that's going to be the 38 of Element, and with the 19 of Word Burton. Three wide right here between Word Burton, the 95, and the 12 of J-Pod. Good idea, kind of back out of that. Just fall back into the closest gap you've got. So he's able to fall back in right behind the two-car Stout Whiskey as the 12 and the 19 through battle all the way down off 3 and 4, heading across the start stripe. And that time by was exactly 38 laps remaining. Alpha York, what's happening, sir? How you doing? Good to see you, sir. Thanks for coming out. Next time Boehner actually scrolls through his menu, I'll grab a see how much fuel he's got left in the tank. Kind of wondering just how much that caution closed things up for everybody. They should have been able to work their way down pit road, grab what they needed, and that should be it. They only had to save one lap. So they all should be pretty good to go. Foxhound Boss back here running with the 3 and the 52 of NCAR. Right now on the outside of the 52. Stout Whiskey right now at about P7 behind the 12 of J-Pa and in front of the 19 of Word Burton. There's old Dohar. Dohar actually running a little bit further in the back. Not quite sure as to why. Everybody should have been able to make it on gas after that last caution came out. Looks like right now there's actually a battle for P2 though between the 48 of the Aviator and the 18 of Leafs Justin. Going to go ahead and try to grab that if I can. There it is. 38 of Element Zero is going to be able to duck underneath. 32 of Boehner now behind the 18. And yes, sir, you see the 48 of the Aviator able to work on by both of them. So move the 48 back to P3, 38 and P4. I'm sorry, no, 38 now P3. These are all, both of these positions right behind the 20 of More Smoke. Currently in the lead, 32 up high, 18 down low, 2-car Stout Whiskey, 12 of J-Pot, 95 of Skyland. These guys are still battling it out. First through sixth right now, as we just went through, again, it's going to be a More Smoke, Aviator, Element Zero, Boehner, Leafs Justin, and Stout Whiskey. '95 of Jose 95. Used to be Jose 720, but once he got picked up by Levine Family Gaming to race in the Pro League for that organization, I'm guessing they probably asked him to change his numbers around. So he went from Jose 720 to Jose 95, and right now he's looking to try to battle the 2-car of Stout Whiskey for about the 6th spot. Looks like he might be able to get it if he's able to dive it in there, but doesn't. He sees the 11 to his outside. Word Burton not too far behind, and it looks like old Tom Tom's starting to make a little bit of noise as well. You got that, Corey. Bye, NASCAR Heat 4. Hello, NASCAR Reheat. I didn't read that fully before I repeated it, but that's all right. Actually, when we take to this series next week, we will actually be on Heat 5. So this is actually still Heat 4. As you see, a caution in the back. A lot of guys got collected. 18 of Leafs Justin, big wreck in the back. 95s included. Here comes the 52, able to woe it up just in time, not get into that 95. He will not have to spend any extra time on pit road to fix up that damage. But now they've got 29 laps remaining, and on this pit stop, they can only go 27 laps. So, yeah. But, yeah, Corey, this is still Heat 4. Next week, next Monday night at 9 o'clock, it will be under Heat 5. However, NNR still has all of their races this week. Tomorrow night we'll be on Heat 4. Thursday night, when there's $80 up on the line, we'll still be on Heat 4. All the championship races next week at Atlanta Motor Speedway will also be on Heat 4. NNR is going to take probably about a month off and then kick it back up again with Heat 5. So, Corey, if you don't already, please go ahead and follow my channel. Come check us out Thursday night. $80 Microsoft Cash will be up for grabs. Stay tuned to Twitter if you follow us there as well. More details will follow. Right now, 20 of them more smoke down low, 38 of Element Zero up high. Looks like the 48 of the Aviator, 32 of Boehner, the 2-car Stout Whiskey also up high, 17 of Rowdy down low. In fact, they are 3 wide behind them right now. Another challenge for the lead. We saw what happened the last time these guys were door-to-door. More Smoke was able to hold off the charge with that momentum off the high side, just like now. Maybe try a little bit of side draft to pull them back, but eventually the 38, for some reason or another, got loose, and the 20 of More Smoke was able to get on by and take the lead, just like he's doing right now with a big push by the 32. Moore's just got to try to get the car to get down to the bottom, block Element's progression, and move on, just like he's doing. So now More Smoke should have his choice of lane, whether he wants to stay up high or down low. He chose to pull on down. That left the 32 of Boehner and the 48 of the Aviator up high, 38 down low with the 17 of Rowdy right behind. But now we're starting to see more and more guys kind of move up to the top, keep that momentum rolling. And looks like we've got 22 laps remaining here in the final stage, so it shouldn't be much more, shouldn't be much longer. Now a little bit of a challenge here by the 32 of Boehner. More Smoke's going to try to hold that high side. Right now he's got the 48 to his outside, 38 inside, 3 wide for P2 right now. And 17 of Rowdy's going to make that a little interesting. So whether it's the 38-32 and the 17 or 38-32 and the 48, either way, they were 3 wide right there for just about a full lap. Now he's got the 12 car of J-Pa to his inside, and the More Smoke trying to hold off any comers. Both 95s of Skyland and Jose 95 running side by side right there behind the 62 of Asylums, as well as the 88 of Gohar and the 18 of Leaf Justin. It's kind of mid to tail end of the pack, not too far back though. Here is that 48 of the Aviator that you just saw challenging a More Smoke for the lead. Usually 48 and the 20, they are very, very used to the way each other race. Both will actually be racing for a championship next Thursday night in the NNR Cup Series. 48 of the Aviator is last season's champion. More Smoke wants it this year. Rowdy may have a little bit to say about that. Stout Whiskey may have a little bit to say about that, and so will many others. Definitely be sure to tune in. .48 of the Aviator definitely caught a little bit of that wall and slowed up his complete progression. The 17 is now in P2, 38 of Element in P3, 48 and the 32 trying to work that high side with the 2-car Stout Whiskey right around P7. Just clicking these laps off. Next time by, I'll go ahead and grab a lap count again. Should be right around 20 to go. These guys did have to save about 1 lap of fuel. 16 to go. 16 remaining in the race. Depending on what the top 3 are, we may or may not have post-race interviews. We'll definitely have to see. If they're 3 NNR guys, yeah, we may very well have some post-race interviews. If not, we just may need to move on. 15 to go. So far, 20 of them More Smoke is, once he's gotten out front, he's been pretty dominant. 17 of NNR Rowdy right behind him. 48 of the Aviator, 38 of Element, 32 of Boehner. 2-car Stout Whiskey, a whole lot of NNR cars up towards the front. except for Element running in place of Frozen Toes for tonight. Watching Word Burton here kind of navigate his way around that high side. Again, there's definitely some speed that can be carried if you're able to navigate your way around the around this high side. As well, what's happening? Just as we came across the line right there, there's 12 laps remaining. Right now, More Smoke is in the lead. 48 is pretty close in tow. Two-car Stout Whiskey's up there. Boehner's up there. Quite a few others. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for joining. Here's Stout's view to the top five, top five. Got 20 of More Smoke, 17 of Rowdy, 48 of the Aviator, 38 of Asylums, 32 of Boehner, two-car Stout Whiskey behind Stout, just a little bit of a gap. So mostly these preset guys have really started to pull away. Not too surprised. I mean, again, you think about the roster that's up here. There's a little bit of contact between these guys, but I don't think it's going to be enough to bring out the caution. Nope, it sure wasn't. 48 of the Aviator, two-car Stout Whiskey, 38 of Element. They're going to duel right there for second place. 17 now of Rowdy to the outside. Here comes the 11 as well. Boehner lost a few spots after that contact, but that has absolutely allowed the 20 of More Smoke to pull away by just a few more car lengths as the 38 and the 48 continue to duel side by side. Rowdy's going to try to get to the outside, or maybe the inside now, of that two-car Stout Whiskey. Again, 11 starting to pull his way back up into this mix. There is the look behind the 20. 8 laps remaining. Here is that 20 of More Smoke. This is your leader right now. 38 of Element Zero right behind him. 48 of the Aviator. Rowdy looks like he got a little loose right there in that 17. That's going to allow the two-car Stout Whiskey to work his way on by him and actually challenge that 48 of Aviator right now for P3, if not right then and there. Maybe going into this turn, 48 of the Aviator is going to go ahead and dive down. Stout's going to use that middle line, work his way down low, gas it up off the corner, going down the backstretch, heading into turns 3 and 4 with, just about, let's see, what do we have here? Next time Boehner comes on by, I'll go ahead and grab that lap count. But it looks like the gap between first and second is kind of stabilized. Oh, Boehner's around. This might be bad. Yep, caution's out. Caution's out with 6 laps remaining. More Smoke definitely did not want to see that. Element did. So did the 48. So did the 2. The 11's going to be able to get back into the mix. We're going to go back green with about 6 laps remaining. Very, very unfortunate for Boehner in that 32. Have to see what he's going to be able to do. Work my way back. Actually, you know what? Aviator was right up there. Let's see where he restarts. Got just a few seconds left on the caution clock before these guys get back to the gas pedal. All right, so it's going to be the 20, 38, 48, 2, the 11, and the 17 of Rowdy. That's going to be your top 6 as we work our way back to green. Again, I think we're coming back with about 5 laps remaining, so just an old Monday night shootout under the Iowa lights as they're all racked and stacked back up. Here we go. 2 laps remaining. So this is for all the marbles, all the tea in China. Whatever favorite saying is, the More Smoke has a good car on the at the beginning as well as the long run. Have to see what he's going to be able to do. We're actually just going to sit right here with him. See if the 38 of Element actually gets under him and moves him up. or if Element will just race it completely clean and follow him all the way around. A little bit of a battle back there between the 17 and the 11, 38 and the 48 are going to run that high line. More Smoke made this error before and allowed these guys to dive on in. And that's going to be it. That was 2 laps. Congratulations to the one and only More Smoke getting his second win in just 4 very, very short races. Element Zero again racing for Frozen Toes brings it home P2. Aviator P4. Rangers in P5. I'll see if I can't grab the rest here in just a second. Let's see. Yep. Come on, Boehner, scroll up so I can see. Nope, he's not. He's actually going to go ahead and cut his stream. So, man, what a great race held by all. Congratulations again on More Smoke. Element Zero, great race for just kind of filling in. Then I think it was the 11, the 17, the 48, and a few others. So, congrats again. Well, actually, I have to see if a More Smoke hops into the booth with me to kind of talk to him right quick. I know Element and the 11, they don't have Rangers, they don't have the broadcast channel that I'm working from right now. So we'll see if a More Smoke pops in. If he does, we'll talk to him right quick. Nope, I'm guessing he's not going to. But no, there he is. Awesome. All right, cool. So More Smoke did pop into the party. And More Smoke, second win in just what 4 very, very short weeks. You got
Yes,
it done
sir.
at Michigan, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So there, man, that's freaking awesome. I
Hell
got
yeah.
I got to tell you, I was very, very worried under that very, very quick shootout that we had. That I don't want to let me back out of this. I don't want to go to Kansas. When you went up high to block the 38 on that last after that last restart, we've seen a few times where he would have dove under you, and you didn't have enough time to move down and block. You had to fight along the outside, trying to keep him behind you. And I was so worried that you weren't going to be able to hold him off that time. He definitely had a little bit of help with Rangers behind him, and of course, Aviator wasn't running for NNR tonight, so I'm not quite sure where he would have gone. But man, you got it done again tonight for these presets. We just got to get one. We just got to get a grip on next week's race at Homestead when we're on Heat 5 and we're back under setups. Man, talk us through these few cautions that we had tonight and how you're able to hold off that 38 and other contenders.
Oh yeah, man. Those guys were fast. Yeah, I don't know. I just think just because I had track position, I had the better lane choices, and I knew the outside was the preferred line on the restarts. Once you got up front, I knew the bottom lane was faster, so I'd try to move down to the bottom lane as fast as I could. But yeah, it was a great battle. I mean, I think me and Element were, around each other all race from the get go. And I think he started third, I started second. And he passed me under there. I've passed him. He passed me back. I mean, it was a great race, all in all. Aviator had a good race, too. Poopy was up there.
Yep.
Stout was up there for a little while, too. Shout out to Jay Paul. He raced his heart out tonight. And, yeah, it was a great battle, man. Great victory for us, man. And, yeah, I'm excited about that one. That one's a tough fault. I thought we lost it there. Thought some people might take some 2 tires and really screw up our chances, but I'm glad everybody took 4 tires and used the right choices.
Yeah, I was really curious about that last pit stop, that last caution that came out too, to see if anybody was going to go down pit road and come out and maybe you'd stay out. I wasn't quite sure how it was all going to play
There
out,
was
but man,
no way we could stay out. I had
yeah,
5
yeah.
laps left of gas. My
Um,
tires were blistered at that point.
when I think a caution came out for the 24 more than a cape. He was way in the back. Car was all beat up. Couldn't save for sure because he was righted by the time I got back to him. But that last caution was actually off of Boehner. Not sure if he got loose or what happened right there, but he hit that wall and got collected by many. I mean, there were cars going under him, cars going over him. It was just a bad wreck overall. The first 4 weeks, including this week, or I'm sorry, the first 3 weeks up until this week, I'll say, has really been almost caution free, except for the stages. I think we had one last week at the Glen, but other than that, it's been really really good. So the the guys that run customs won the custom races so far. The guys that run, or the NNR, the guys that run presets have won the preset races. What do you think it's going to take for either you or Stout Whiskey, Boehner, JPA, all these guys that run presets all the time to go on up and challenge these setup guys when we get to Homestead next week?
It's
Mind you, it's
a
going to be on
it's
a
a
new game too.
yeah, it's whole different racing. Those guys are really good at what they do, and it shows that some of the preset guys are really good at what they do. It's two totally different types of racing. It takes a lot of experience, a lot of people helping you. It's hard building a setup that's competitive against some of the top tier elite guys. It really is. Hats off to all them guys that create good setups. I'm still I'm still learning. I've only been racing setups for maybe the third of the year this year on NASCAR Heat 4. I'm getting better, but there's still a lot of time left to a lot of stuff to learn with how to make my car better.
Yeah, absolutely. But man, that was some phenomenal driving. Way to hold your line around you and Element, and like you said, J-Pod Stout was up there. The 11 of Rangers was up there. It was a pretty packed top five. Most of them were NNR guys, but man, you were able to get it done for the second time in 4 very short weeks. Looking forward to Homestead. This was the last race to say farewell to Heat 4. Next week, we're going to be ushering in Heat 5. I definitely wish you a lot of luck there, man. Congrats again.
Appreciate that, man. Thanks again.
You got it. But, guys, yeah, that's going to be it for me tonight. But don't forget, I will be back tomorrow night at between 8:30 and 9 o'clock Eastern Time when the NNR Xfinity guys take to Martinsville. It's the last race in the Eliminator round. So we've had three different winners win in that that round. You had Fatless Dig, you had Apple, and you had Fatless Dig, Asbel, and one more. It's kind of eluding me right now. Actually, let me. I don't want to. I don't want to be wrong in what I'm saying. Hold on, I'm getting there. I promise. Xfinity, Fatless Dig, Asbel, and Parzival. You know what? I keep forgetting about Parzival because he's kind of like a silent hunter. He's easily forgotten until the last few laps, and all of a sudden he appears in the lead. So yeah, Parzival. Combat Beast, what's happening, man? Good to see you. So we'll have to see if Boehner's going to be able to lock his way in with the win. Unless one of those other three wins, then Boehner will be in on points. But I'm sure he wants to go in with a win. And then, of course, on Thursday night, I'll be back with the one and only HD Motorsports to call the Cup guys around Martinsville. Also, same deal. More Smoke knows that he's locked in off of a win. Same thing with CGMX Rose. Aviators looking pretty good in points. Stout's trying to hold on to that fourth place bubble. So we'll have to see how that all works out. But also, don't forget, there's $80 Microsoft cash on the line if you can correctly choose the top three that HD Motorsports and I are talking to at the end of the race. It doesn't have to be in any particular finishing order. You just got to have the right three drivers or right three car numbers, however you want to do it. But definitely be sure to tune in. Don't forget, go on up, smash that follow and subscribe button if you can. Make sure you leave notifications on so you know every time I go live, whether it's with this Pro Invitational, NNR. I did a race with Harvick fan the other night for the eSpark Xfinity Series. That was a lot of fun. So, yeah, you know, always glad to have people in, chat with you and all that. But of course, guys, please be safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you somewhere around the track. Later, guys.